What's going on, everybody? Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic, coming to you from the desert. Quartzsite once again. I'm excited. Things are starting to look good. We got some good progress going on inside the RV with the solar stuff, plus a couple other upgrades here at camp. Been battling the high winds and the rain for several days, trying to make videos about the progress, and it just has not worked. I'm starting over, but it's time for a new video because we're absolutely live. I gotta post this video tomorrow here at camp. Wayne's gone to do some laundry, but we made some progress and I can't wait to share it with you. Thanks for joining me on the channel, guys. I will be uploading this video with some connecting internet. Check out video description below for unlimited high-speed mobile internet. Before we get into what's going on with the solar, a couple fun upgrades here that I'm just testing out today. I need to see if I can repair my palm tree. The wind destroyed a bunch of stuff. It also pulled off my motorcycle Harley cover and blew it 3 washes away, but I got it back. I fixed the generator issue, guys. You guys saw my post on Instagram. I fixed it. It's running. This will actually be my third Honda EU2200i inverter generator, powering the RV completely, and that's as loud as it gets. I'm literally standing here with the microphone pointed right at it, and that's as loud as it gets. Well, I mean, it can get louder if I were to run the air conditioner, the coffee pot, or the microwave, but super quiet, sips fuel. I get 8 hours on less than a gallon of gas at a quarter load, like running it exactly how I'm doing right now. So that's working awesome. What else is going on? Oh, no, I'm never gonna address the ridiculously huge hat on my head. I'm just not gonna talk about it. So, okay, fine, I'll talk about it. We got the Super Bowl this weekend, and then the following Sunday we've got, well, the official start of NASCAR, and I'm gonna be rooting for William Byron. This is the style of hat, the oversized, what's it called? Noggin Boss. There's the sticker. This is a Noggin Boss oversized novelty hat, and I am going to be making a custom William Byron hat myself with his patches and some NASCAR stuff and the number 24 to root him on. I guess that's what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm just wearing it around for fun right now because there's no logos on it or anything. I love it. It makes people smile. It makes me laugh. I really don't care. But my grill did not survive. Actually, this is Danny's grill. He's got my grill over at base camp. We had some crazy winds, and it blew this off the table with the hose and broke the welds in here that hold one of these sides up. So, unfortunately, I mean, I could still technically use it with one side working for now, but I have been eyeing a specific grill for years now, and I'm glad that I was kind of forced to pull the trigger. This is what I got and put together this morning. It is the Coleman Road Tripper. Where does it say Road Trip? Oh, the Road Trip 285. They make a smaller version of this. They also make versions without legs. It has a really cool design, though. I'm gonna show it to you right now, and then we're gonna cook a steak. There we go. I like the feet that has the wheel. You can actually carry it around, except I can't show you that part right now because I've already filled it with water. Yes, I've filled this with water. This is a really unique grill, guys. Like I said, I've watched so many YouTube reviews on these. First of all, these huge cast iron plates here. They have the holes for grilling your meat, and they also have the griddle part if you want to put bacon up here, or pancakes, or maybe even scrambled eggs or something like that. It's kind of universal. The heating element is pretty unique. There are 3 different areas: left, right, and the middle, and you can adjust it. And then this whole middle tray, let me set this down. You fill it with water. There's the max water line right there. You fill it with water, and then the grease that comes down, it keeps the grease separated from the water for easy cleaning. It won't cake on to this. It'll just stay on top of the water, so you can just pour it into your fire pit or wherever and pack it back up to go. Now, these grates are really super heavy, but you can put them in the dishwasher or clean them. I just really like it. It has a lock on it. It's got an actual thermostat on the top for monitoring what's going on. I think we're gonna start with a steak today. Test it out for the first time and get it dirty. What do you think? And then if that works, maybe we'll do some chicken later. But yeah, folds up. I ordered the adapter so we don't have to use these expensive little green tanks. I ordered the adapter so we can go into a main barbecue grill size tank. It has the pull-out boards for setting your buns and stuff on both sides. I mean, as far as like, it's just, you got to be careful moving it. See how I just spilled water out? That keeps happening. I probably didn't have to put that much water in it. You probably don't have to put it that close to the full line. And then later on, it's completely collapsible. This turns into a handle so that you can just carry it around camp. So let me get this preheated and then we'll grill a steak. All right, I like 400 and we're just about to 400 for steaks. I put a little bit of oil on there. I'm going with top sirloin from Roadrunner. Plop that guy down there and get started here. And a little seasoning here. And some garlic and herb. All right, let her go. Medium well is what I like. All right, I think it's time for a flip here. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that smells good. I have really mastered grilling chicken outdoors on these grills too, especially the drumstick. That's my favorite. It takes about 35 minutes on low heat to do it, but gotten really good at chicken, so I'm looking forward to doing that next time. All right, just cut a little bit into it, exactly how I like it. Came out great. Oh my gosh, look at that. Perfect steak. And that'll be easy to clean up. Like I said, all the grease is right there on top of the water in there. So, but I'm not moving, so I'm just gonna keep that greasy water in there. I'll leave that open. Yeah, a little more medium well than I normally do it, but still, gotta have Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. A little dip. Oh my gosh. This sucks. It sucks. All right, yeah, so what else is going on out here in the desert? Well, things are clearing out here in La Posa South. Less and less people are here. I proposed an idea this Sunday to watch the Super Bowl outside. Even with my 4K laser projector, though, we won't be able to see anything at 4:30. So I'm trying to get a group of people that want to watch it all 2 hours on a delay. We'll start at 6:30 out here and then not fast forward to the commercials because I want to see all the funny commercials too. We got a few takers. Just got to be careful. Not hear it from somebody else or get a text message or see it on social media who won or did you see that commercial, blah blah blah. No, we didn't see it yet. Solar update, it's happening. This morning I went to pick up about $450 worth of wire and we're not even done. Had to get 10 feet of 2/0 black and red, and then also, or that's 4/0, that's 2/0 right there, and all that solar wire. We're not even done with the wire, but man, is wire expensive. $13 a foot. But hey, look, stuff is starting to get mounted here. All three of my charge controllers. There's the Lynx distributor, the shunt. They all kind of fit together back there. The Victron 2 is buried there. Quick disconnect right there. Yeah, starting to plan everything out. Wayne's doing an awesome job. He's very, very meticulous about his work. He probably does not like that I've just thrown all this in, but this is, you know, there's about $8,000 worth of gear in here, so I lock this up every single night, and eventually when I get an alarm put on over at Modified Auto, we're going to have this bay alarmed just like I've done in the past. For right now, it's just kind of my catch-all, and then I'll get all this stuff out of here. I'm going to close this and talk about the planning here. You know, back in 2002, Bigfoot was not planning on someone like me, 22 years later, changing everything and putting solar and lithium batteries in here. So every time a project like this is done, and when Wayne does them, you've got to carefully look at how everything is organized in the RV. And you really want to save money on wire more than anything. Again, $13 a foot. If we were to use a bay that's back there, you know, that would have added hundreds of dollars of extra wire. So the dinette sits right here. Those two Vader 460 amp hour batteries times 2 are going to be right under here under the first dinette seat. They will fit there. And then those battery cables are just dropping down right here, so they're not going too far into the inverter. Also, in the existing batteries, coach batteries are right here. These are 2 lead acid deep cycle batteries that are not in a weatherproof space like this is. This is a heated, weather tight thing, which again, later I will have to add some vents like I've always done in the past, but getting this battery over here, also from the alternator of the vehicle to go into the DC to DC charger for lithium, because it has to be a lithium specific version. We're just trying to keep everything real close. And the last piece of this is the control center, the control box where all the fuses and the breakers are for the RV that we have to tap into. Well, that is right on the other side of the furnace. We got the refrigerator, the furnace right here below the sink inside. So we're not going too far with Romex to get that part of the project done. And then also the generator, it's cheap wire though. We've got to get the generator wire from the other side of, what am I talking about? Are we even doing that? I don't have a working generator, Onan generator. Actually, I might just have Wayne give me a plug. That way, any generator can plug in and tap into the Victron system, similar to what Campervan Kevin did, have 2 different ways to charge, and that way we're still using the existing control box of the RV. I don't know. There's still some things we got to think about, but right now, we're working on this, and maybe the batteries tomorrow, and then we still got to put solar on the roof. The roof is sealed and not leaking. It wasn't leaking before. I don't know why I mentioned that, but it's resealed and ready for solar panels, dish network, all that good stuff. Which brings me to another point though, real quick. I actually have an update about this Onan generator in here, because a lot of my viewers in the comments continue to tell me how simple diagnosing an Onan generator is. Spark, fuel. Yep, we have both, thank you. It's very, very helpful information. Wayne hasn't really given up on this because he's actually found an interesting problem. And the problem is that the fuel pump is being terminated by the control box of the generator. It's a brand new generator, by the way, with only 19 hours on it. But the computer is telling the fuel pump to shut off, which is a very strange thing. Some people had mentioned, hey, you saw a pack rat. I wonder if a wire got chewed. No, the wire's still there. The wire still has power, and it has 12 volt to start up the generator. However, for whatever reason, the control panel, the computer, the brains is sending no power and turning it off for an unknown reason. That's where we're at right now. And the way Wayne figured that out is because he ran a hot 12 volt line bypassing that computer to the fuel pump, and guess what? This generator runs. It does work. We don't know why. I'm thinking about buying an aftermarket eBay $44 control board for this brand new Onan. I know, I just love to torture myself, right? And see if that fixes it. I've been told that once you do that, you no longer get the codes for diagnosing problems. But it's not like those have been incredibly helpful in the past, because every time I get a code, it's code 36. Generator shut off for unknown reasons. But yeah, right now, I'm not gonna be pulling this out and setting it on fire. We were gonna have a big bonfire here, and I'm kidding, I wouldn't do that. We were gonna pull it out, and now I've kind of changed my mind. So yeah, there's that. Possibly one day, can figure out the new gremlin in this brand new Onan Micro Quiet 4000. Tara Bear, you monster, where's Opie? He's probably sleeping on the couch. We'll check in on the kitties in just a minute here. First of all, I'm gonna tell you a couple stories of what's going on and get you caught up. I got 2 problems going on in my life, and we're gonna get through them. But one is Bank of America terminated my debit card again for suspected fraud. terminated it without warning, didn't ask me to approve my own purchase, which was my purchase. It was not fraud. Terminated my card, issued me a temporary digital card in my Apple Pay phone, and said they're mailing me a new card to Texas in 3 to 5 business days, which actually kind of screwed me over when I was trying to buy the generator. I got that message on the freeway, and I was not happy about it. Bank of America keeps doing this over and over, and it's not even fraud, and they don't let me fight it or say, like back in the old day, they used to say, hey, we think this is suspicious activity. Did you authorize this payment? And you could click Y on your phone, just yes, and reply, and they'd be like, okay, we have unlocked your account. Go ahead and make that purchase again. Nowadays, they shut my card off every month and just leave me with no way to make any purchases. And you try to fight it, and they're like, yeah, but you can still use Apple Pay. Who do you think is going to let me use my phone's Apple Pay to make my purchases in Quartzsite, Arizona? It's frustrating. We're going to get through this one. Just another little curveball. Secondly, I booked my flight back to Texas because I got the new forms, the recertification from the dealership in Oregon. I booked my flight, got my Turo rental car, my Airbnb stay, everything. And then I found out from a Patreon that my 1-year vehicle inspection that I got done on the Bigfoot in person there in Livingston is actually only good for 30 days on a new vehicle being registered. And I know a lot of people watching this actually did not know that, even people from Texas. They're gonna argue with me in the comments. I know what you're thinking, because I'm looking at the same piece of paper that says that you get 1 year. This is good until January of 2025. I realize that. However, Texas has a special rule that once your initial inspection is complete, you only have 30 days the first time to finish up all your paperwork to get your plates and your registration. And that day has come and passed, which means I almost did all this and flew to Texas next week for nothing. Now that I know the vehicle, the RV has to go back to Texas for another vehicle inspection, I'm just gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait it out because I'm already good with my temporary Arizona permit for until I think April 24th, I think, April 20th or something like that. So there's no rush anymore, and I'm really glad I found that information. Again, no need to argue with me. I have already talked to Kyle at the trailer repairs place that does these inspections, and he confirmed that, as well as the El Paso DMV office, tax collector's office. I confirmed that that is a rule, although you will not find it written anywhere. And I am very thankful to have a patron member who told me about that so I could do my own research, because it's not very clearly written. And it obviously doesn't say that on the piece of paper that you get, that you pay for. So, with those two are the least of my worries right now. They're inconveniences. Otherwise, what we got going on is we got to finish solar on the RV, because right now I'm kind of parked. Opie just loves sitting up here on the top of the couch and staring at me. He's such a good boy. He was in a magazine. Yeah, he was. He was in the RV camping magazine. And such a good little fuzzy buddy was. Yeah. You know, Tara's still a little cat butt hurt that she didn't get her picture. Remember, Tara? We had to go to like page 37 to see Tater. I know. Sorry about that. You're both my favorites, though. Yeah, you both are. You're equals. Yeah, okay. Other than that, I'm sorry that my videos have kind of slowed down lately. And I know this isn't very interesting content lately. It's just, there's a lot that I'm not in control of right now. And that's okay. It's just, I can't really leave and go do a whole lot I want to do with this current project going on. My trailer here, Trailer Swift, is just an absolute mess, and I can't even put anything in here because I got so many solar panels and other gear that needs to be cleaned out. Not to mention, this is my fault, but when the time comes and I need to, and I am going to hit the road, I'm gonna do that with Trailer Swift and Black Betty, my Harley, connected, which means, why did you do that, Eric? But here's the thing. I mean, I have needed this car more than I ever could have imagined. So if I were gonna stay here till March or April, I'm glad I got the car. I hope that's not the actual way it goes. I'd like to get back on the road, but I don't know yet. So anyways, I'll do my best to keep the content flowing, guys. I got a few things to review. upcoming soon. So maybe, yeah. And there's still other little projects that I can do while Wayne's doing the solar stuff. So, anyways, be patient, guys. I love y'all. I'm gonna be working my butt off. Opie, say meow. Oh, on cue. You like that? That's my Jeff Dunham impersonation. Bye, guys.